Hi guys! How are you guys doing today? Happy Wednesday. It is August 16th and it's National Rum Day.
And it's also National, what is it? Well, I have to look at it. National Smile Week.
Oh, nice.
Yes. But yours is better.
So I brought these, but granted we can't eat them here because we're on the clock and no, you can't have one. I know. I'm sorry. Because they have rum in it, but everybody can take them home and enjoy them. It's my dad's infamous rum ball recipe, which it almost felt like Christmas last night making them because
Well, isn't it more traditional? Because you hear about rum balls, and it's more of a traditional Christmas type of that. And it's funny that we celebrate it in the middle of August.
Yes. So National Rum Day is today. It is the oldest spirit in the world. It dates back to 1620s. When the rum was there was first alcohol manufactured and distilled. In Puerto Rico, they produce about 1,000 liters every day.
Daily?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that's
the biggest producer?
That's Bacardi.
Oh, everybody knows Bacardi.
And then rum used to be really valuable. It was used as currency in the 18th century with sailors. Mm-hmm. But it also has properties in it that help prevent hair loss. So maybe that's why sailors had so much locks that you see like Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Maybe we should talk to Lori with the Love It or Leave It.
Right? she could try rum in her hair. It'll love it or leave it.
Now, is it consumable? Is that what they're saying? Or do you
So they would shampoo their hair with rum and it's supposed to make it thicker. Whoever wants to try that, go for it.
Let us know.
Rum can have a lot of alcohol in it. In Jamaica, there is the highest proof rum that's made. Ray's and Nephew overproof rum, which is 63% alcohol.
Wow.
So take your sips lightly.
You didn't make the rum balls with that.
No, I made it with Bacardi that's produced 100,000 liters every day.
So we'll know how potent those were.
And then George Washington loved to make rum cocktails. He was a bit of a mixologist back in his day. And he put it with eggnog.
I'm not a big eggnog person, but it kind of sounds like it would go together.
So you put brandy with eggnog.
Yeah, exactly.
Then also rum has a lot of nicknames. It is called the Pirate's Drink, Rum Bouillon, Devil's Water, Navy Neaters, and Nelson's Blood, Barbados Water, and Grog.
Yeah, I wonder why it's called Devil's Water at some point. Yeah. It's probably pretty toxic. But in all the pirate stuff,
it makes your hair nice.
Yeah, there you go. Tiny, fuller. But I associate pirates with rum.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean, that's all Johnny Depp wanted for the whole movie was just a bottle of rum.
Yep.
And a lot of sailors songs. Rum in the song.
In the song, yeah. So I'm not a big rum drinker, but I have to try those.
You know, I am not a big rum drinker either, and this is the only time I really use it is making rum balls. So I mean, our bottle of rum will stay in our cabinet
until the end of the year.
I can't say that for tequila. That does not last a year, but
rum does.
That's what rum does, yes. So thank you, Dad, for the great rum ball recipe. I'll make sure that we don't eat these while we're on the clock and that Dolly doesn't get any. Although I will say, I had plenty of these as a kid.
Yeah, Dolly's like, nope, you can't have it. Are you gonna post that recipe? Because I'd like the recipe.
I am.
Are they? Is it pretty easy to make?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's basically.
It almost looks like when you're looking at it, it looks a lot like a brownie.
Almost.
Kind of like between a brownie and fudge.
So it's vanilla wafers. You take a whole box and you crush them up. You can put them in a food processor, or Dolly and I had fun banging all of them and rolling over them. Yeah. So you crush those up into a really fine powder. Then you put 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder in with it, a cup of confectionate sugar, then a half a cup of corn syrup, a 1/4 cup of rum, and
little splash here.
Oh, it went a little extra. and you mix it all together and you make balls. Now I noticed on his recipe, because I sent it to myself on the email, and it says it makes 9 dozen. Well,
it depends on how big you roll those.
How big you make your balls.
Yeah, we'll be eating those after work. And you brush them. I mean, you powder them with.
Yes, so you roll them into a ball. Like, I spray your hands with like the cooking spray, and then you roll them, and then roll them in the powdered sugar, and then they're okay the first night, but if you let them sit in the fridge, they're even better the next day.
Cold, no baking.
Yes.
So no wonder that rub really sits.
Oh yeah, it does not go out of it.
Now you'll be happy to share some of those as soon as we clock out.
Yes.
To try some. That sounds good. I'm excited to make those. God, that would be good for Thanksgiving. I'm already thinking of when the next opportunity I can make it. I don't have to have one. So, well, on that note, it is National Smile Week. So we are to bring awareness to turning that frown upside down this week, even with this heat. Gosh, this heat is horrible. I hope everybody's staying hydrated and trying to be in cool environments because it's pretty hot. Smiling helps you live longer. People who smile more are generally happier. It decreases your blood pressure and releases your endorphins, which is funny because, you know, when you get mad, it's like, hey, you know, your blood pressure is rising, calm down or whatever. So I guess smiling it's the opposite effect. It does keep it blood pressure lower. Smiling more often also opens up opportunities and promotions. People who smile more are more likely to have better opportunities or promotions unfold. It conveys a message of happiness, approachability, and confidence.
Very nice.
Yeah. Smiling boosts the immune system. Smiling and laughter protects you from the common cold and increases your immune system by decreasing the stress levels. That increases your white blood cell counts, and then it releases those beneficial antibodies that help you fight infection and disease.
Wow.
So I guess that's all we need to do is just smile away, smile it out of us. But I'm sure it does benefit, but once it takes a hold of you, I don't think nobody wants to smile when you're sick.
Saying that, I'm going to grab this.
Oh,
speaking of, staying positive and keeping calm. So Gabby found this for me this weekend, and it's got hey on it. And if you guys know that Dolly, she absolutely loves Moana. I mean, that's all we ever wear is Moana. But it says, I may look calm, but in my head, I've pecked you 3 times. So, smiling may help that. And also thinking that you pecked him 3 times, it helps too.
Yeah. Smiling is the outer part of it, but your brain has to connect the same thing because what's going on in your brain sometimes may not match that smile. And once again, there are many different types of smiles. You have the feeling smile, you have the fear smile, you have the miserable smile, you have the flirtatious smile, and you have the fake smile. And I think we can all kind of judge what those smiles are. You have the mischievous. I mean, how many times have your kids been like, and you
or if you have a toddler and you're potty training them, it's called the poop smile because that's what they did and they didn't tell you.
Poor Leslie. She's had lots of poop stories.
Week, I swear, it's been so much fun. It's not even funny.
I know. It's at home and then she comes to work and she has to deal with the bathrooms. It's like, oh man, you definitely need an award for that one. Maybe at the end of the year, you get the most poop dealt with.
You get a poop emoji trophy.
And then smiling's contagious. So here we are, we're smiling and laughing. Happy, smiley people influence the people closest to them with a boost of good energy, smiles, and laughter. When you feel down, look for your happiest friend and let the smiles begin. And there is truth to that because you can be, and if somebody starts, especially children, you hear a child's laughter, you hear a baby's laughter, you can't help but laugh with them.
Right.
And we don't know what they're laughing about, especially babies.
What? I don't have water for you.
I know. We're telling everybody to stay hydrated. Your mom just said they have water for you. We'll get you water, Dolly. Promise. Smiling is also the global sign of happiness. No matter where in the globe you are, a smile is recognized and it's a universal display of good nature.
Very nice.
And that, and it's true. How many times if you run into somebody who has a language barrier or whatever, the smile, they just kind of smile. And I'll never forget, my parents are immigrants. And I always took for granted kind of what that struggle was. And I overheard my dad and his sisters and my mom talking about the good old days. And when they came over to this country and they're at JFK, right? Yeah, they're at JFK, one of the biggest airports. They don't know an inkling of English, and they're trying to get transferred to get flights down to Southern California. And I remember my aunt looks at my dad, she says, and remember, all we did was just smile. Because like whatever they said, we just smiled, okay? So it's kind of like, it is that universal kind of like at ease, kind of the safety, even though they didn't know what they were doing or if these people were going to send them to Timbuktu on their transfer, they just felt safe enough with a smile that they were being directed in the right direction and there was a language barrier. So it is true. It is kind of the universal. And babies can smile moments after birth. According to research and ultrasound evidence, babies also smile in utero and immediately after birth. So they have, they can have that. They don't smile for, I think, the same reasons we do, like but they do have the reflexes and stuff to smile. Women smile more than men.
That's surprising because there's always that RBF that goes on that they talk about women have, which if people don't know, it's resting bee face. So that's kind of surprising.
But, and I'm sure that can be controversial as far as, oh yeah, right. I think what they were explaining is that overall, introductory wise, a woman she walks in a room, tends to smile. A man tends to be more serious. Then when you're in social environments or whatever, then it's not like one smiles more than the other. So it just depends on their environment. But even here at the Harman Center, I mean, when they walk through those doors, you do tend to have a female that already has a smile on her face and the man not so much. And it doesn't mean that he's not being cordial or whatever. It's almost like they're processing.
If you talk to him, then they'll get a smile on their face.
Yes. But, it's true. Women are definitely known for their resting, face. I know I have that many times. I remember my mom had it really bad. So it's genetic. Because I would be in high school and we had open campus and my friends would come and he's like, hey, we lived in a small town and I saw your mom and I waved to her. Is she mad at me? I'm like, no, that was before I even knew the whole term, resting, whatever. Like, no, that's just how she is. She was just always very serious looking when she's concentrating. So that, yeah, to say it depends on the situation when women smile more, but men do as well. Okay. Smiling drastically reduces stress. When you're overloaded and stressed, take a pause and smile. It boosts your endorphins output, forces deeper breaths, resulting in increased coping ability. And I believe that. It's just taking that minute to do it when you're stressed or angry. And some people are pretty good. You'll see them. It's called the pause. I haven't learned that yet.
I tell my kids to do that a lot. I don't always do that myself.
Yeah. And I'm aware of it. I've learned it. I know it's successful. I admire people who can do it, but I'm still a work in process. Because it wasn't natural for me.
No,
I think that's why it's great to tell your kids.
It wasn't a thing though, really, when we were growing up, of people telling you to breathe.
No, nobody ever really told you to breathe, stop, take a minute, just relax. I don't remember that being in words that we heard both from the home environment or even from school. So I think it's great when we're teaching these kids because habits are ingrained at those very, very early years. It's the same thing with yoga and meditation and things like that. You know how hard it is for me to meditate? I what's for dinner? Oh, that's right. I gotta go do this at the bank. And I was like, I'm supposed to be meditating. And everything is running in my mind. Take a deep breath. Okay, I'm back, but my daughter's been kind of doing it with my granddaughters, and I think it's wonderful because if you can instill those habits, it's not something you have to work so hard at when you're older. So yes, smiling and taking that pause. And smiling can make you happier. It doesn't fix your problems. Gosh, I wish it would. I'd be smiling all the time.
Right.
But it does have the power to make you feel just a little better in the moment.
Yeah.
So if there's anything today, just look at some smiles.
Very nice.
Yes. And the little kid. For me, I'm always gravitating because there's nothing more than a child's innocent smile.
Yes.
And it doesn't, I mean, if you're at the store and you see this little boy kind of look at you and just smile, I think you automatically, I do, at least I automatically react back with a smile. So anyways, National Smile Week, bringing awareness to it, and then we can frown all next week.
Well, since it's rum day, I don't think anybody's gonna be frowning.
No. That kind of stuff also helps the smile. Margarita, there's a few things that will help you smile a little more. So if you need that encouragement.
Giving a smile to somebody else, though, is helping your community out. So we still have our back to school drive going on. Please bring in school supplies if you'd like to be part of it. New, unused. We're doing it till September 30th. I'm probably going to take the first load on Thursday down to them because public schools are starting next week. So I want to make sure that they have all their supplies before they start so they can distribute them.
And we've had a great turnout of donations. We've got some great stuff out there for.
So if you'd like to participate, bring it by the front desk. We will take it down to the Yakima School District, and we appreciate all donations. Dinner Club is coming up on Thursday. They are going to Outback Steakhouse. So if you'd like to go, it's at 4:30. Give us a call, 575-6166, and we'll put you on the list. They just like to know who's going and how many, so we can tell the restaurants so they can have the table ready for them. 4:30 on Thursday at Outback Steakhouse, which Outback is pretty good. I love their bloomin' onion.
I know. I'm on that list this month because I'm like, I am not missing Outback. So yeah, Outback's a good one. We were talking about it earlier, but obviously it's not rumor, it's actually been published that Texas Roadhouse is coming into Sea Galley. And Sea Galley's proximity to Outback is not very far.
No.
They're kind of on the corner. So you kind of wonder what it'll do between Outback and Texas Roadhouse, although Texas Roadhouse is only a dinner house.
True.
They only open at 4. So it'll be interesting. I like me a good steak, but I really like those honey butter breads from Texas Roadhouse. Oh, that's the best. I can make a meal on that. But.
And both restaurants kind of have their own vibe. So I think, I don't know, I wouldn't think it would hurt them terribly. And then Outback also has specialties that Texas Roadhouse wouldn't. So hopefully it doesn't hurt them.
They're
we
both
need a Chick-fil-A if anybody wants to build one
on the west side. Would be nice, really.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A. There's my order.
We're probably one of the best daily customers
they'd have. And then jam sessions, those have been going pretty well.
Yeah, they have.
They're slowly growing. I know that Connie's going to put out some more flyers in a few areas. I sent it to her this past weekend for her to get them out to additional places. So the word gets out about jam sessions. But Friday at 1 p.m., come bring your instrument. We have sheet music and you can join in the jam session. And then if you'd like to donate blood, another way to give back to your community, you can smile afterwards with that too, is our blood drive on the 25th. We still have appointments available. So if you'd like to come donate blood on August 25th, we greatly appreciate it. Red Cross is always in dire need of donors. So give blood, save life.
Yep. So that pretty much finishes our week off. We do have the apple crisp. That will be happening this Friday. So we'll start working.
$5. You can get your tickets at the door. So $5 apple crisp. and it's going to be apple, like a oatmeal apple cobbler with ice cream on top. And then there's Dale that's going to be doing karaoke, so there'll be entertainment. So for $5, you can't beat that. It'll be a lot of fun. We normally have a great turnout. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, the strawberry social was wonderful.
Mhm.
Also kind of the same, just different dessert type of thing, but had the entertainment. That parking lot was full.
Yeah.
So now with Apple Crisp, I think that that's a big, because there's a lot of apple. People love apples.
Yeah,
We are in apple country.
we are.
Um,
So good time. 1:30 Friday. Come check it out. $5. Seniors Inc. All proceeds go to Seniors Inc., in which they help us with a variety of things. Recently, if you have been here this week, you would have seen them. The new card tables are out. We're using them. They're working out great. So thank you, Seniors Inc., for the card tables. They purchased 24 card tables for us to replace our old ones. So that we're in dire need of replacement. And then they're a lot lighter. So our backs, thank you too.
Yeah, they're a lot nicer. Really, just nice to see something new and refreshing like that. And and that's quite a cost. And they did that for us, so that's wonderful. And they're also doing
the ice machine.
Yes.
So our ice machine is 10 years old. It finally said kaput, not doing anything anymore. It's band-aided for the moment, so it's kind of working until we get the new one in, but it's on order, and they voted in to purchase the new ice maker for us. So thank you.
Yeah.
Because
those are one of those things that when it came to the card tables, there was a lot of planning, getting quotes. Well, when the ice machine goes out, that becomes an emergency situation, and Seniors Inc. stepped up. They did an emergency meeting with their group, and within 48 hours, everything has been resolved and ordered and whatever else. So they expedited that. And we appreciate that, because that was not planned.
No.
At all. So and here we have, so not only do we have card tables, but we've got an ice machine coming in. So
once the ice machine comes in, between that and the tables, I'll take a picture of both of those and post them online, and say our little thank you as well. So then everybody can see. Ooh.
Yeah, we can yeah.
And thank you to our parks maintenance, because they're going to be installing the ice machine once it gets here.
Yeah, that's where we're getting our savings, because the installation and removal and putting it in was quite costly. So that's where the city's going to pick that piece of it up. So, and there was another thing I was going to say. Oh, we have hit goal with our plastics, have we not?
Yes.
Yeah, we have hit goal.
So we have another bench coming. So thank you to everybody that's bringing plastic. That doesn't mean we're stopping. Keep bringing the plastic. We'll keep taking it. But yeah, it's 500 pounds. We've already hit it. And we're way above deadline, because it was the end of October we had. So
oh gosh. Well, and I think the word has spread, because we continue to do it, and we didn't just leave it at a challenge. We've continued, and it's become a habit now, where not a habit, but it's where we have the food bank bringing in their stuff. They're excited that they can do something with their plastics without just throwing them in the garbage can.
Right.
So there are times that we get everything ready to take over to the recycle center, and somebody walks in with 3 more big bags. Which
we appreciate it. We
do. But it is just, I think this cycle of it has really kind of ramped. That's why we met goal so fast.
Yes, because we started in the middle of May. We're now in the middle of August. So 3 months, we hit 500 pounds. So we'll start another one in November, like we did last year. So we'll just keep doing this, but we can only do it every 6 months. Trex only allows you to do a 6-month period at a time.
Well, I understand from their point.
Right. Keep getting benches.
They do need a profit at some point too.
So we've got the plaque coming for the new bench that we have out front, and we'll do kind of a ribbon cutting ceremony in September. So that'll be in the works as soon as we get the plaque. And so that was. Oh, it is hot this week, as you guys know. So Gabby set it up today, but water and cups ice water and cups are out there. So if you do need a swig of water, if you want a bottle of water, there is bottled waters that are sold in the coffee bar for $1. But if you just need to hydrate, stay hydrated, because it's 108 today. But if you'd like to stay hydrated while you're here, there's cups of water and please help yourself.
And our AC is holding, so we just kind of keep it going. I think everybody is probably feeling that way. I know we're feeling about it at work. Sometimes I go home, it's like, okay, which one's going to go out? Is it all one at home or is it one at work? Or are they going to be both? I'm not going to have a cooling area, but it's holding. And so hopefully this will be the last
it seems
high
like
temps.
next week's in the 70s and the 80s.
It's kind of, I think the west side is going to experience abnormal heat.
What did you tell your children this week?
I sent them, they did a group text. One of them did because the kids are going back to school. And so I said to them, hey, abnormally hot temperatures, make good choices, be good people. There's something about, this is the closest hell's going to feel like, or something like that. And so if you don't want to go there, be good people. And because it's happening, it's not just us. I mean, it really is. I think even my son in Montana, that they don't usually get these kind of heat temperatures, and they're experiencing it. So I think there's something going on. I know my daughter in Idaho, they're experiencing triple digits right now as well. And then you got the humidity in some areas.
Yeah, my mom was saying it was 110 heat index the other day. Matt and my boys, they're on a road trip right now. And so they skipped Arkansas because it was so hot, and they're having extreme heat warnings right now.
And with humidity, that it actually can be deadly.
Mm-hmm.
So, so yeah, just staying hydrated and taking those opportunities. I mean, I told somebody, we always have an issue with the ballroom being on the cold side.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of they'll have it for exercise. It's ideal for them. But then in the afternoon, we have cards. And so our players complain that it's cold, and that's something we can't control. But I had one of our regular players come in, and I said, now, if that ballroom is cold, just step outside for 5 minutes and come back in and warm yourself up, because it is that. I mean, I think was it Monday? I went at 10 o'clock to go run an errand.
Yeah, it was
94 already at 10:30 in the morning or something like that. So,
it was really hot yesterday.
And then it got up to 105 or something. At least that's what's it. So, and we complain because we're indoors, but if you're outdoors, it really is important to stay hydrated. And it doesn't take much for that heat exhaustion to come on at all, not with these kind of temperatures. So on that note, and all the more for our apple crisp, we should be winding down a little bit, but it's still going to be hot by Friday.
It will. So come have ice cream.
Yes, cool down with some ice cream. There you go. So
$5, $1.30 Friday. All proceeds go to Yakima Valley Seniors Inc. Well, that's about all I have today. Lori will be back next week.
Yeah, I think so. We haven't heard much from her. She just kind of texted and said that by the time things settle for her and she has an opportunity to text us, it's late at night for us. Mm-hmm. And so she hasn't really kind of checked in because of that. And then she gets going and so forth. But I'm assuming they're in a good area for where are they? Are they back from Canada?
Well, no, yesterday she said they were going to Toronto. So I don't know where they are today. I think they get back tomorrow.
Okay. No,
Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow.
I can't keep track of her trips, but that's because I'm not on them. Because if I was on them, I'd know.
Well, she probably put it on her list. I'm not even looking at that. Oh, it says
isn't it something
18? Yeah.
So that's 3 more days.
Yeah.
So they come in on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes sense because she said something about the apple crisp. She
wanted to come to.
Yeah, she was going to try to make it to the apple crisp. So that makes sense then, because they must be, I would assume that they would come in the wee hours of the morning on the 18th.
Yeah, probably.
So anyway, so with that, I don't have anything else. Just to remind you to smile this week.
And drink your rum today because it's National Rum Day.
There you
Make
go.
some rum balls. I'll put the recipe out for you guys.
And if you're having a hard time smiling, just drink some rum.
Or try it in shampoo. Maybe it'll make your hair grow thicker. Let us know. We'll put it on Lori's Love It or Leave It.
Exactly. She was running out of material for Love It or
Leave
It.
Yeah, we've got rum for you now, Lori. All right, we'll see you next Wednesday. I hope you have a good weekend. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Chat Face with the Harman Center girls. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Like or share as well. Have a great day.